And our guest today, Rami Chuene. Rami, actress, producer, singer, fill in the gap. Huh? Just about everything.
Yeah, just about everything.
Jack of all, Jill of all trades.
Yes,
Yeah.
yes.
When did you know that you wanted to be an entertainer?
Yeah, I
Did
think.
you sing to your family when you were 4?
Yeah, like everyone does, you know. If you don't sing to your family when you're 4, then just know that it's not gonna work. Yeah, you have to sing for your family when you're like 4 or 5, and you have to sing in church, and you must be the leader of the Sunday school and the youth group and all of that. And
Did you do that?
I did that. I did that. Yeah.
Where was that? Where did you grow up?
I grew up in Polokwane. I was born in Seshego, and yeah, it's like a location just about 20 k's out of the city, out of Polokwane. And yeah, we had fun. We had lots of fun.
And then when did that change happen, when you thought, well, this could actually make me some money. I could do this professionally.
I think I've always known that, but I made a conscious decision. I think I was about 9 when I was in standard 5. I don't know what grade that is.
Previous era.
Yeah, something. Yeah, one of the standards. And that's when I decided, because it was my first year at boarding school, and they were asking us, what do you want to do? What do you want to be? And then at that moment I thought, I want to be an entertainer. I want to be a singer. I want to be an actress. I want to be a dancer. I want to be, okay, but then I don't dance that well. I'm horrible.
So what response did you get? Did people support that?
Yeah, they're like, wow, okay. Yeah, well, I had an awesome headmaster, Shane. You know, he was very loving. He believed in all of us. He did.
Yes,
Even
that is
like,
so important.
yeah, even the astronauts, he was like, yeah, sure. Yeah. Yeah, he did. He believed in all of us. Yeah. That helped a lot. Yeah. So I was about 9 and I decided I wanted to be in the entertainment industry. I never wanted to do anything else, ever.
And then how did you start?
I started by being an actress at school. Did productions, had auditions, and I was part of a drama group as well with one of our teachers, and we would actually have drama lessons, and we would act after school, we would write stories and little skits and all of that, and it worked. And then after matric, and then they brought us to Joburg, my official first visit to Joburg. And I remember we came in the evening and all I saw was lights. I was like, oh God. Lights! Lots of them.
I want to go there.
Yes, I was excited. And I remember we went to Rudine. We slept over there. Well, I went to a private school, but our private school was in Skukuni land, and it wasn't, I mean, we had our dinner and our supper and our meals in tents, you know. So next thing we get to Rudine, they can actually choose. They had cornflakes, they had all bran, you could choose what you felt like eating, and they had yogurt.
Different worlds.
We didn't have that. And they asked us, what do you want to eat? We're like, I want to eat all of it. Yeah. And I asked them, are we going to pay after? And they're like, no, everything is free. You should have seen us. All of us, we were so excited. We got onto that food. We ate that breakfast like they were not going to serve us lunch. We had everything. And, you know, it was a different world, and they had a stage. They had a beautiful stage, and it had a curtain that could actually open and close.
What was it like the first time you saw that curtain opening and there was an audience?
I think the first, because it was a group of us, they took a drama team. So it was about 20 of us or so. When the curtain opened, we actually stood up and we played. We're like, it opened. Did you see it? Did you see it open? We were so excited. We couldn't believe it. And they had I don't remember what production they were doing, and they actually had proper costumes, you know, Donald Ducks and them. And they had lights, different lights. We never had that because our stage was just like a little 20 centimeter height kind of a platteland happening somewhere in the middle of nowhere, not far from the dining hall. So
that cemented the idea that this was actually possible.
Yeah,
One could do this.
Absolutely. Then also went to Alhambra Theatre. Other people wouldn't know what I'm talking about.
I do.
Oh yeah, well, I'm glad you do. And we went to see Nonsense. And the nuns were singing and they were silly. It's like, if the nuns can do that, I'm sure I can do that as well. And that was just it. And that's when I knew it. I told my friends, said, it was in 1989. when I went to the Market Theatre, and the same drama group, we all went, and we went and watched Mungeni Ngema's musical. I think it was Township Fever at that time. And after that, I went and asked Mungeni Ngema. I asked him for an autograph, and he signed it on a little bank. You know, they used to give you those booklets where you can say, I withdrew 50 rand and I've got 450. Yeah, that little thing that you, and he gave me an autograph on that. And I said to my friends, 10 years from now, I'm going to come back to the market. And next time when I come back, I'm going to be on stage.
Rami, but that was in 1989 for a black woman to say that was a thing.
Yeah.
Where did you find the guts, the whatever it takes?
I think it's a lot of confidence, obviously, and going to a good school. I mean, I know I made a joke about her headmaster believing in that, but he did. Anything and everything that people want, he would get us magazines, he would get us documentaries. I remember we used to have bioscopes at school. They would rent them. He would get someone to drive to Joburg to rent movies for us. And they would come and then they will return them 2 weeks later, bring new ones. Like, he did everything he could in his power to just give us stuff that we never thought we'll ever have when we are in Limpopo. And it was awesome. And he just made it look like everything was possible. It was
horizons,
easy. Yeah, it was very, very easy. And I mean, I used to sing a lot in assembly. I used to be in the choir. And yeah, quite a few people that are now quite successful right now that I went to school with in different careers, and they're just doing so well. And I know that it's actually that foundation from my high school. So it was quite a very good school.
But most people probably know you as Gomocho Mojalefa in Muvhango.
Yeah.
Drama Queen Diva.
Of course. Always.
Does that live in Rami?
No, I wish. I wish. But I actually think, I believe that everyone has an alter ego. And if you're given a chance to actually take that out, you must take it to town, you know. And for me, with Gomocho Mojalefa, as soon as I read what they wanted, I knew exactly, okay, she's going to speak like this woman. You know, there are a lot of people in my life that I know that they're quite dramatic for different reasons, one or the other. And I know when they go to funerals, they behave like this. When they go to weddings, they behave like that. And I took all of that in. I was like, yeah, you see here, I'm going to act like so and so. I'm not going to give them names because they would know. They'll be like, she's talking about me. But I literally built her with a whole lot of people in mind. And she just became this huge Miss Drama. Oh, kind of a thing.
Yeah, the whole persona.
Yes. Yeah, that. Like all of that in seconds. You know, she could cry, laugh, crack a joke, be upset, sweat someone within a space of a minute. And yeah, that's Gomocho Mojalefa.
What's a day in the life of a soap star?
You wake up very early. It's not fun. That's the first thing. You have to wake up first thing in the morning. Because I live out there in Norway's. You have to, I wake up at 4:30, then I pretend to be working out. You know, you go to the gym, you start working onto the treadmill, and you walk on the treadmill. And as soon as you break your sweat, you're like, oh, that's it, I'm done for the day. And then you leave, and then you go to, then I start driving to Auckland Park. Get there, our call time is 6:30 for makeup. And if you want to eat, then you must come earlier. You must come at 6. So yeah, then an hour later, 7:30, then we're on set. And if you've got a whole lot of scenes, like 20 scenes, sometimes you're on set the whole day. Then you get a 10-minute break, then lunch. Yeah.
Somewhere in there, you have to learn all those lines.
Yes, a lot of lines.
So
crazy.
It's not glamorous.
No, it's not.
Hard work.
We just make it look glamorous. It's hard work. It's actually tedious sometimes, but it's just that because you're liking the storyline where it's going, you're liking what you're doing, that's what makes it more fun. But I think any other person, given that, if you were to throw any other person in that just for a day, they wouldn't call. They'll be like, no, can I please go home? Leave me to just do whatever that I've been doing. Yeah, but it looks nice. The end picture is awesome. But we work long hours. It's a 12-hour day.
But it's also a salary check, which entertainers want,
yes.
need.
Yes.
So what's it like to have stepped out of that now and you're back into the freelance world?
Well, luckily for me, I've always been a freelancer. I mean, I've been freelancing for 20 years now, if not more. I'm 27 though. Just for the record.
You were a child still.
Yeah, I mean, yeah. Let's just say that. Yeah, I'm 27. Yeah. Well, my daughters, I don't know, they're 20 and 18. I don't know what happened, but I'm 27 and I'm sticking to that story. So I've always been a freelancer. So it's always good. It's lovely when you kind of get, for me, getting a year contract, 2-year contract, 3-year contract sometimes. It's more of a breather. You're just like taking a break. Okay, fine. I don't have to go to auditions. I don't have to do 12 corporates. I don't have to do this and this and that. And there are days where you actually miss it because you're thinking, again, 6:30, Monday to Friday. Ah, come on, there has to be something else. Come on, give me something else. I know there has to be something else. But we're so used to I'm so used to freelancing that you don't feel the pressure because already once you know that, okay, fine, it looks like the story is winding down, you start thinking ahead. So okay, fine, then that means I need to say to people, by the way, I'm available from such a date onwards until further notice. So you must start making yourself known around your circles that you are available. So sometimes you don't feel the pinch, but it's that thing that you know, when you're lying down, the SMS comes in. Oh, I got paid. Nice. But now this is like, oh no, am I going to get paid? It moves from I got paid to, am I going to get paid this month? So you need to still step out and hustle again and again. But it's I love the thrill of it. It's lovely. I love being a freelancer.
Where did your first album start? What is it called? From Fear to Love?
From Fear to Love.
And does that say what it was?
Yes, it does. I call it From Fear to Love because I studied jazz. I went to Tech Pretoria. I don't know what we call it these days. I think it's TUT.
Yeah. TUT.
Yeah, it's TUT.
It's a bit of an unfortunate
name. Yeah. Let's just stick to Tech Pretoria. Yeah. So I went there. I studied music, and I've been singing. What people don't know is that I think some people know now. I'm actually a singer first before I'm an actress. I started acting professionally by default. You know, I always thought I want to sing first, then I'll act in my spare time. But then it turned, I don't know what happened. I ended up acting more than singing. But I also think it was the fear of the music industry because sometimes the way the music industry operates, it doesn't benefit the artist. So, you know, it's nice to get signed up and you've got this multi-million recording deal. It's a deal which is a lot of money. But at the end of the day, the cut that you get determines your worth. That is why you're like, oh, can you believe it? He died a pauper. But then we bought so much of his albums. No. Only 6% of that belonged to him. 94% belonged to everybody else. Execs, producers, marketing company, distributors. Like this, there's just like managers, lawyers, whatever. There's just so much.
So why do it then?
That's the thing. But then it depends. How hungry are you and how informed are you? So what I like now, like what some of the musicians have come up with this organization where they actually teach musicians, like they do the business side of music, what to do and what not to do. It always sounds nice. It's like, oh, you know what, we want to sign you up, you're going to be a star. And sometimes you get an advance, they give you like 500,000 and you go buy a car. And then you've got nothing because in 3 years, you either sign for 5 years or you have to pay back. You have to produce 3 albums, which must be good sellers. Then you still have to pay back that money. And you thought it was just money for you that you signed. It's actually...
So artists don't understand.
Yes, you're getting paid in advance. So now you have to now step out and start doing a whole lot of gigs just so that you can live. But half of the time, you'll never even see your album sales. So then I think that's the fear that I've always had with the music industry. I mean, there was a time where someone's like, oh no, we'll sign you. And I was like, cool, I was excited. But then I found out that they actually had the music ready. They had everything, the image that they wanted to. They just wanted someone to step in and
fill the hole.
They just wanted a person. And for me, I was like, no, but that's not what I want to sing. And then I ran away. I ran away from music. But I was just writing and doing a whole lot of things, working, singing all over. I've been singing live quite a lot. And then in 2009, I registered my own recording label. Then...
Yes, Rami, that's brave.
Yeah,
I
no.
mean, it's taking it on.
Yeah, I'm like, I'm still scared. Yeah. So I did my own recording label in 2009. And it took me another 5 years to go, okay, fine, let me record the album. So, yeah.
And what's it like seeing it out there?
Well, it's weird. I'm like, then I listened to the music, I was like, oh my God, that's me singing with a live band in studio through my own recording label, with which I put the money on, like no one now has a claim to my music. No one can say, oh no, but I owe 2% of your song. No, you don't. All of it is mine. All of it.
And is it working?
Well, I hope it will work. It has to work. I think it's serious. It's very good music. It's very good music, and yeah, quite a few people pushed me. They're going, you have to record that album. You have to record that album. So eventually I did. I actually set a deadline for myself. I said I'll record an album before I'm 40. And yeah, well, with a few months left, I didn't have a choice.
Does one have to do that? Put some pressure on yourself?
Yeah, you have to. You have to. You have to. For me, I find that it's something that works. I have to put pressure on myself and say, okay, fine. If I don't do it by this time, then that means I will never get to do it. So I push, and I push. So I always said, fine, come October, the album has to be out. And I did anything and everything to push that. Yeah, so.
Rami, let's talk about you as a mother. I mean, for all this time, while you've been developing your professional life, you've had 2 little girls.
3.
3.
Yeah, and they're not little.
How does one go about that? Keep both those balls in the air.
You don't. You just, you do it like this, 2 hands, 1 foot at the back or something. I don't know, but somehow it works. But I think it's when you've got a good support structure, when you've got a good family, because I'm from a big family. I've got 5 siblings. And then both my parents, who are seriously hands-on. So my poor father has been taking me to auditions all my life. Sometimes when I'll be in Polokwane and he'll be driving to and from Joburg just for an audition, and half the time I wouldn't get the job. And he would still come back the following week. Oh, no, we must go, sweetie, we must go. And he would drive me up and down, and my mother would be like looking after the kids and all of that. So I also think when you've got a good support structure in terms of family and friends, and sometimes when people think family, they think nuclear family. It's actually having relationships within your community, because we have relationships that if my daughter, for instance, wants to study in Cape Town, I can actually ask a friend of mine and say, my daughter is going to study in Cape Town, can she come stay at your house? And there's no relation there. It's not like she's my cousin or my sister, but you develop relationships that are so solid that everything else runs smoothly. So half of the time, it's not like I was this superwoman I was managing. No, I had good people behind me pushing me and just say, no, it's fine. No, just leave that. We got this. Just go.
Fantastic.
Yeah.
But that also means don't be too proud, eh?
Yeah, no, that doesn't help.
Say, I can't do all of this.
No, no way.
Accept help graciously.
Yeah, absolutely.
Not all of us can do that.
Yeah. But I'm glad the girls are grown up. Please go away.
But, you were also married to someone in the entertainment industry.
Yeah.
Good points, bad points about that?
Good points is that I learned a lot. Bad points is that it's easy to get broke. That's a very bad
because
point.
Neither has a full-time
You see, when you both of you are auditioning at the same time and none of you is working, it's a problem. It is a problem. And we did our best. We kept it together for quite some time. And it's not easy when you're both in the entertainment industry, because it is so unstable. But we managed to wing it. But I think mostly what sometimes it's not the lack of work or the lack of jobs. It is also when you cannot manage yourself properly, when you don't manage your finances, when you don't plan ahead, when you don't think, okay, 3 months from now, what happens? 6 months from now, then what? Okay, my daughter is in matric next year. That means she has to go to tertiary. So then what, just being able to plan and all of that. I think that is one of the things that I kind of learned along the way, But other than that, I mean, it was just like a whole lot of other issues that it didn't work out. But it was also, it was a struggle, just trying to push the passion. Yeah.
How did being a wife and a mother influence you as an artist?
I think I grew up a lot. It's that thing
they
that
say that adults don't create children, children create adults.
Yes, yeah, I mean, I've got a 7-year-old who talks too much. Yesterday, the things that she was saying to me, I wanted to. When you look at her and you're thinking, one day, yeah, she is like that. But as a mother and as an adult in the house, you don't just talk. It's like you have to breathe in and go 1, 2, 3. Then say something. And by the time you're going 1, 2, 3, she's already thrown in 4 lines at you. And you're like, give me a chance. Can I the other day she was saying to me, you're so slow, you know that? I'm thinking, I will kill you. She's like, Mom, you're so slow. I was like, no. I was still digesting what you were saying. I heard. That days where she says to me, you're not listening to me, are you? I'm like, no, I am. I was still trying to get to your first point because you're telling me 6 things.
Yes.
She said, oh, today I did ballet, did this and this and this. But karate, that guy Joshua, he kicked me in karate. And I was still thinking, so you did ballet, but then you got kicked. Okay, you got kicked in ballet. No, I didn't get kicked in ballet. I got kicked in karate. I'm thinking, you see now. And she's like, no, you're slow. I'm thinking, yeah, I think I'm a bit older than I thought. Yeah, it's not good.
But I'm sure it also makes you a better actress. That
Yes.
you have the emotional experience
Yes,
of all of that.
absolutely. You see, Komojo, even my daughters are there as well.
Ah.
Especially my 7-year-old. She says the most weirdest things, and she is fast, she's witty, and she thinks she was born in France. Let me just leave it at that, if you know what I mean. Yeah, sure. Mommy, was I born in France? I was like, what? I don't even know where France is. Like, oh, I thought I was born in France. And the other day we were driving back, just 2 days ago, driving on Bramfisher, okay, just after the taxi rang. And there was a beautiful song playing and we were dancing. We're doing like, and then she says to me, doesn't this feel like we're in New York?
At 7.
Yeah, I'm thinking, okay.
No problems with her horizons.
Oh, no. I'm telling you, she's going everywhere. That just, she wakes up, do you think we can go to the beach today? How far is Durban? I'm thinking, no, we're not going to Durban. You don't just wake up and go to the beach. We plan 6 months ahead that we might be going to Durban. You don't wake up and go. Yeah.
Rami, so where's home?
I live in 4 ways. No ways. Because there's traffic, there are no roads. Yeah. I live in 4 ways. I live in Craigavon with my kids. No, with my one kid, with my 7-year-old. Because my 18-year-old is in Polokwane. She goes to school there and she's doing her matric. Anything less is not going to work. I'm just appealing. Yeah. And she's in matric. And my other one is doing 2nd year of fashion photography and she's working as well. Well, she takes after me. She knows how to go to school and work at the same time, which is good. And now she's moved out. She stays by herself. And when she left, I was like, people are saying, oh, the nest. What's this whole thing about an empty nest? I was like, yes!
Go on.
Finally! She left! It's like, what nest? What are we talking about? Go, sweetie. And the day I'm coming home like, why? For what? What happened? It's like, no, I just wanted to come and see you guys and spend time with you. She's there one day, the first day, second, I'm like, what, are you going back? Yeah, like, go, sweetie.
Were there very specific things, values, ground rules that you instilled in them consciously?
Consciously?
Not really.
Not really, but they know that you have to work hard. Nothing comes for free. and you have to be honest, you have to be passionate, and you have to do what you want to do. I never said, I want you to be a doctor, I want you to be, no. Pick what you like and do it passionately. And if you do anything that you love with a passion, then it will automatically reward you, you know. And I think those are some of the things, because I see my daughter, how she just hustles. She's crazy. She's been working since she was like 16. So she works a lot, and she moves from one job to the next. And not because she's horrible, but because she's actually headhunted. They're like, no, we like her. She must come and work. And she's just job hopping, and then she's still at school as well. And getting a lot of experience, and she's exposed to a lot of things. And yeah, well, she's kind of like in the entertainment industry as well, because what do photographers do? Take us pictures. Well, yeah, that's what she does. But other than that, I mean, she does crazy things. They do all of them. And my 18-year-old wants to study journalism. That's what she's doing next year.
Where's she going?
She's going to Rhodes. Oh. And she writes her own books, her own stories, fiction, non-fiction. And then there are days where she has rants and raves on Facebook and start cutting people up because of some cause that she's fighting for. And I'm like, please don't tag me. Don't let people know that I know you, you know, because she's just so outspoken, and, you know, she's like a mini Winnie Mandela. She's just so dead. Yeah.
And when you came to Johannesburg, what were you looking for in a home? Or maybe I shouldn't say when you came to Johannesburg, your present home. What was it that stole your heart?
Well, where I live right now, okay, there's space. It is not as big as I want it to be.
Do you like space?
I love space. I'm addicted to space. I'm actually very claustrophobic. So I like
big open rooms, lots of light.
Yeah. You know, those beautiful bedrooms, which I don't have. I still have to find one where I just want to move from my bed into the bath. But I want to walk 20 meters to the bath. But it must be one huge room, you know, like, I love space. I love beautiful views, and there are no views in Fourways, no. Such a flat land.
What did you bring with you? Anything, carpet, picture,
lots of
photographs?
Pictures. Lots of pictures and photographs. My house actually has a lot of art in it, because then my daughter, the 18-year-old, the one who's going to Rhodes, also is a fine artist. Like it comes out as is, you know, you can see, okay, fine, she's a beautiful, fine artist. So I've got a lot of her paintings in my house. And the little one as well, I've got a lot of me that she drew, and she thinks they're fabulous. Oh, I mean, look, and I'm like looking at the nose. The nose is this big. I'm like thinking, yeah, wow, that's me. I look pretty. I love it, mommy. I love it. Yeah, but yeah, a lot of photos. Yeah, we've got a lot of that, and a lot of wine. Please don't come to my house for wine, but I've got lots of it.
Rami, so what's next?
What's next besides promoting my album and going crazy all over? I don't know. I write a lot. I don't think I want to be...
what? Poetry?
Anything.
Lyrics? Or
yeah.
What?
Okay, I had to write lyrics for the album. Thank God, well, 2 songs, a beautiful friend of mine helped me write. Okay, he wrote one song. I just went to his blog and said, I like this, let me take that. And I took that and turned it into a song. And then the other one, I was like, I'm stuck. Okay, I wrote something. He read it, and then he brought it back more fatter, I suppose. And I loved it. And it's like, I'm sure you can do something with it. And that days where I said, listen, that song is not working. Can I send it back to you? Look at it. Yeah. But yeah, and it was like a bit of a that. But other than I write whatever. The days where I write small quotes, then I do poetry, then I write stories. I like writing children's stories, which I've never let anybody read. Yeah, because I used to teach Sunday school. So, you know, me and kids are like tight. I love.
Well, all the very, very best. I hope I see your stories for little children soon.
I hope so too. Well, thank you so much. Yeah, you must just tell everyone to buy my album.
Okay.
Please say it.
What's it called?
From Fear to Love.
So go out and buy it.
I didn't say it. She said it. So please go out and buy it. Thank you. I iTunes, everywhere, all the leading stores, it will be there.
Thanks, Rami. Go well.
Thank you so much, Ruda.